What if I told you that everything you believe about limits is just a lie? What if I told you that the thing that's holding you back could actually be the thing that pushes you forward? You see, I shouldn't be standing here today. I shouldn't be able to swim, shouldn't be a mom, and I shouldn't be able to dance. At least that's what doctors told me. But here I am doing it anyway. And if I can do it, so can you. At the tender age of 13, my whole entire world got turned upside down. I went from being a national swimmer to being somebody lying in a hospital bed fighting for their life. At the age of 13, I was hit by a speedboat while water skiing on the Vaal Dam in South Africa. While I was in the water, another speedboat came out of nowhere and drove straight over me. The propeller of the speedboat came in at my navel and left all the way on the clevis of my bum, basically ripping my body in two. My world was completely shattered. It completely fell apart. I had no idea how on earth I would manage to live a normal life. I had no idea whether or not I'd be able to walk, whether or not my body would be able to function properly, or whether or not I'd even be able to swim. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to swim again. And I also had to learn how to believe again. You see, doctors had their predictions. They told me that I would probably never live the life that I imagined. I would probably never become a mother, and I would probably never become the Olympic swimmer that I so craved to become. How many times have people told you what's not possible? How many times have you looked at your situation and thought to yourself, I just can't? I had two choices. I either had to choose to accept my fate, or I could choose to rewrite my story. And I chose to fight. I chose to get back into the water even when I was drowning in self-doubt. I chose to push even when my body was screaming for me to stop. And guess what? I became a 3-time Paralympian, a Paralympic gold medalist, and a multiple world record breaker. I didn't just survive, I conquered. And then another miracle happened. I became a mother. Doctors said that that would never be possible. But today, I stand here being a mother to the most beautiful baby boy, which just proves that limits are meant to be broken. So let me ask you, what's stopping you? What story do you keep telling yourself about why you can't? Because here's the truth. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you believe, and you have power inside of you that you haven't even tapped into yet. The only difference between the person who succeeds and the person who stays stuck is the decision to rise. So today I challenge you to take just one step towards that dream, towards that goal, towards that version of yourself that you know is inside of you. Because if I can do it, if I can swim faster with only half of my body functioning properly, then people who have fully functional bodies, then you, my friend, you can do anything. You are unstoppable, and it's time you start believing it. You know, there was a time where I used to look at my body and it was absolutely just covered in scars. I used to look down at it and think to myself, how on earth am I going to put on like a bathing suit, you know? Like, how on earth am I going to step out onto the pool deck again? People are going to stare at this crazy scar of this propeller that's just mangled off my body. And I had no idea how on earth I would step out onto a pool deck and be confident. I mean, before I was a complete and total like normal child, a normal kid walking out onto the pool deck there with their friends. There was nothing for them to look at. And all of a sudden there's this scar. It's been such a beautiful process to learn how to love my body, because piece by piece, as the years have developed, I understand that this is a God-given gift. I read this quote once that said, "A crack is where the light comes in." And when I heard that quote, I just thought to myself, wow, what a privilege to have been chopped up beyond anything that I could possibly understand. That so much light entered my body through the scar that I turned from being afraid to actually being grateful. And I got to the point where I was able to walk out onto the pool deck and actually be proud of this like warrior stamp that's been put on me. And even though I walked around and had muscle paralysis and only half of my body functioned properly, I was still able to get into the water. First and foremost, to do what I love. I love to swim. Swimming is my ultimate best. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I get to be good at it. And being able to go to the Paralympic Games, to win gold medals, break world records, make friends from all across the globe is just something that I do not take for granted, first and foremost. But it is definitely a message and a reminder of how resilient we are as human beings if we choose it, right? We have to choose it, because if we don't choose it, we remain stuck. We don't get to step into the place where we get to be who we actually want to be. I'm so grateful that we have the power of choice as human beings, because I was able to choose to become a Paralympic champion. I chose to work incredibly hard to be able to walk again, to be able to dance again. The fact that I got to dance at my wedding is like a complete and total miracle. But not only that, I chose to do it. And if that's a message for anyone out there, just remember how extremely powerful you are. You have got the power of choice, and you just need to hold on to your dreams, make a plan, and walk towards it, because you can literally achieve anything. My life, my story is a testament to just that. So I encourage you to grab life with two hands and go for it, run for it. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be alive, super grateful to be a mother. Life is just a complete and total miracle. We've shown that every single day. If you can just take the time to look at the miracles, your life will change. You see these Paralympic medals? Yeah, they're cool and they're amazing, and I'm super happy to have them, but they're only a tiny fraction of the story. These medals didn't make me who I am. My journey made me who I am. The process, the constant work, the dedication, the discipline, the choice to show up every single day to be the best version of myself, that's what first and foremost got me these medals. But this is not everything. Showing up is every single day, and if I can do it, being in constant pain, then I'm sure you can do it. What's stopping you? You are capable of doing absolutely anything.